Okay, real talk. You work 8 hours a day. Your boss works 8 hours a day. So why does your boss drive a Tesla while you're taking the bus? The answer will make you mad. But once you understand it, you'll never look at money the same way again. Back in 1776, a Scottish dude named Adam Smith figured out the secret formula. And it's not about working harder or being smarter. It's about understanding where money actually goes when you buy stuff. Ready? Let's break it down. The simple world that no longer exists. Imagine a world with no bosses, no landlords, no investors, just people with skills. In this world, if it takes you 2 hours to catch a beaver and 1 hour to catch a deer, then 1 beaver equals 2 deer. Simple math, right? Everyone gets paid based on how long they work and how hard the work is. A coal miner gets paid more than a berry picker because mining coal sucks more. A surgeon gets paid more than a ditch digger because surgery requires rare skills. But here's the most important part. You keep all the money you earn. Nobody takes a cut. Adam Smith called this the primitive economy. And the crazy thing, in that world, there was no such thing as getting rich while you sleep. Every dollar came from actual work. Then everything changed. The secret formula, hidden in every price. Here's where it gets interesting. Smith discovered that in our modern world, every single price is secretly divided into 3 pieces. Let me show you with a simple example, a cup of coffee. When you pay $5 for coffee, that money gets split 3 ways. Piece 1, wages. This goes to the people who actually made the coffee. The barista, the truck driver, the farmer who grew the beans. Let's say that's $1.50. Piece 2, profit. This goes to the people who own the coffee shop, the delivery company, the farm. They didn't make the coffee, but they own the equipment and the business. Let's say that's $2. Piece 3, rent. This goes to whoever owns the land. The person who owns the building where the coffee shop sits, the person who owns the farmland. Let's say that's $1.50. Notice something wild? Only $1.50 out of your $5 goes to the people who actually made your coffee. The other $3.50 goes to people who own stuff. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is just how prices work. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Why your boss makes more without working more. Now here's the part that'll blow your mind. Adam Smith tells this story about 2 factories. Both factories have 20 workers. Everyone gets paid the same. The managers work the same hours. Factory A uses cheap materials, like $1,000 worth of stuff. Factory B uses expensive materials, like $10,000 worth of stuff. At the end of the year, Factory A owner makes $100 in profit. Factory B owner makes $1,000 in profit. Same amount of work. 10 times more money. Why? Because profit isn't based on how hard you work. Profit is based on how much money you already have. Smith literally says, the more money you invest, the more profit you make. It's automatic, like a multiplier in a video game. So if you start with more money, you make more money, and the gap just keeps getting bigger. The landlord problem. Here's where Adam Smith gets really savage. He talks about landlords and says they love to reap where they never sowed. What does that mean? Let me explain. Imagine there's an apple tree on a piece of land. In the old days, if you wanted apples, you just climbed the tree and picked them. Free apples. You just needed to do the work. But then someone says, I own this land. Now suddenly you have to pay that person just for the privilege of picking apples from a tree that was already there. They didn't plant it. They didn't water it. They just own the dirt. That's rent. And Smith basically calls it legal theft. This is why rent is so expensive. You're not just paying for an apartment. You're paying someone for the exclusive right to exist on a piece of the earth. The real reason. Everything costs so much. Let me show you why your phone costs $1,000. Think about all the steps to make a phone. Step 1, mine the minerals. Workers get wages. Mine owner gets profit. Landowner gets rent. Step 2, turn minerals into parts. Factory workers get wages. Factory owner gets profit. Step 3, assemble the phone. Assembly workers get wages. Company owner gets profit. Step 4, ship it to the store. Delivery drivers get wages. Shipping company gets profit. Step 5, sell it in the store. Store workers get wages. Store owner gets profit. Building owner gets rent. At every single step, someone takes profit. And here's the crazy part, each profit is bigger than the last one, because each step requires more money invested. So by the time you buy the phone, you're not paying $1,000 for the work. Maybe $200 goes to all the workers combined. The other $800 is layer after layer of profit and rent. That's why big companies make so much money. They control multiple steps, so they collect profit at every stage. The three rivers of money. Here's something super important. Every dollar you will ever make comes from one of three places. River 1, wages. You trade your time for money. You work, you get paid. Simple. River 2, profit. You own something that makes money. A business, stocks, equipment. Other people use it, you get paid. River 3, rent. You own something people need. Land, a building, resources. People pay you to access it. That's it. Those are the only three ways to make money. Your salary? That's wages. Stock dividends? That's profit. Rental property income? That's rent. Interest in your savings account? That's profit that the bank shares with you. And here's the brutal truth. If you only have wages, you're playing the game on hard mode. Because you only have 24 hours in a day. You can't make more time. But profit and rent? Those work while you sleep. Why rich people get richer. Now you can see the real problem. If you only have wages, you can barely save money. So you can't buy equipment or start a business, which means you can't make profit. And you definitely can't afford to buy property, which means you can't collect rent. Meanwhile, people who already have money use their money to make more money automatically. That profit lets them buy property. That property makes rent money automatically. They use that rent to buy more businesses. Round and round it goes. It's not a ladder. It's a snowball. The more you have, the faster it grows. Adam Smith saw this in 1776. It's even worse now. What you can actually do about it. Okay, so now you understand the system. What do you do? Step 1, know where your money comes from. Look at your income. How much is wages? How much is profit? How much is rent? If it's all wages, you need a plan to change that. Step 2, start building capital. Capital just means stuff that makes money. Could be skills, could be equipment, could be investments. Save as much as you can from your wages, then use that money to buy or build something that generates profit. Even something small. Step 3, understand what you're really paying for. Every time you buy something, remember, most of your money is going to owners, not workers. That might change what you choose to buy. Step 4, play the long game. You can't jump from wages to rent overnight, but you can move from wages to small profits, then use those profits to grow. It takes time, but it's possible. The trick is understanding that working harder at your job won't make you rich. Building capital will. The big questions. Adam Smith doesn't tell you if this system is good or bad. He just shows you how it works. But it makes you think, is it fair that two people do the same work, but one makes 10 times more just because they started with more money? Is it fair that landlords get paid for owning something they didn't create? Is it fair that workers create all the value but get the smallest share? I don't know the answers. But now you can see the machine. You can see how money flows. You can see why some people get ahead while others stay stuck. The truth. Here's what Adam Smith really teaches us. Money doesn't come from thin air. It comes from one of three places: wages, profit, or rent. Most people only have wages. That's why most people struggle. The rich have all three. That's why they keep getting richer. It's not about being smarter or working harder. It's about understanding the formula and figuring out how to move from wages to profit to rent. Now you know the formula. The question is, what are you going to do about it? The bottom line. Every price is split three ways: wages, profit, and rent. Workers get the smallest piece. Owners get the biggest piece. If you want to get ahead, you can't just work harder. You have to become an owner. It's not easy, but at least now you understand the game you're playing. Adam Smith figured this out 250 years ago with a feather pen and candlelight. He was explaining the price of bread, but he was really explaining how the whole economy works. Wages, profit, rent. Three forces fighting over every dollar. Now you can see them. And once you see them, everything makes sense. The coffee that costs too much. The rent that keeps going up. The boss who makes more without working more. It's all the same formula. And now you know it too.